We got a new free hub. I also replaced the bearings on both sides. These are the old ones. These are definitely a little higher. Ladies and gentlemen, let me fill you in on what's going down. One day I was thinking randomly, like, oh, it'd be cool to have a coil fork on my hardtail. And I just started searching. I started looking at the price of coil forks and seeing what came up. And I ended up finding this bomber fork, 180 millimeters of travel. It's exactly the same as what I have on my full suspension. And I found a really good price on it. And when I saw this deal, I had to pull the trigger. And because of this fork, it kind of started like this whole rabbit hole of me just upgrading the bike. I also went ahead and ordered new brakes. So these are a newer model than the previous ones I've had. And this is the old caliper. And these are the new calipers. They do look a lot better, a lot beefier. Like the casing and everything just looks more well built. And I went ahead and ordered some Pro E4 rotors. I feel like when you order the same brand rotor and brakes, they tend to work really well together, or at least that's what I'm guessing. So we got all these brand new parts that I got to install on the hardtail. A big shout out to my buddy Juan, Hardtail Nation. He hooked me up with some 27.5 wheels. It's a WTB hoop with Shimano hubs. Originally I had just asked him for this front wheel, because if you guys have been keeping up with my videos, you know the original wheel I had on this hardtail wasn't boost. It wasn't the right size, so it was awkwardly placed and it was shifted to one side, and I put a little spacer. So I hit him up for the front wheel and he said, yeah, you can have it. He also threw in this back wheel, but the issue with this back wheel was that the free hub was not working. He says he didn't know what was wrong with it, but I can have the wheel. I figured I'd just go ahead and rebuild the hub. So since having this wheel, I ordered a brand new hub exactly the same as this one. We took apart both hubs and I put fresh bearings on both sides of this hub, and I installed the new free hub. So what we have here is a block of wood, piece of 2x4. I have screwed it into the piece of wood. This is just like an old rotor that I no longer use, but my idea is to place this hub like so, and it's locked in. It's not going to go anywhere, which is ideally what I want. And then we have our 15 that we are going to stick in, and we're going to try to loosen it. Ideally I should have a breaker bar, but I'm just using a torque wrench. It has a lot of leverage, that's why. And I don't have an attachment this big to fit into the socket or the 15. Look at the contraption we had to make. I got a 25-pound weight. I put 4 screws to screw the rotor onto the piece of wood, and a lot of force, but we got it, and I am stoked. Finally got the free hub out. So we're gonna be using this on that wheel. We got a new free hub. It's nice and fresh. The old one had a bit of play in it, so that's why I went ahead and replaced it. I also replaced the bearings on both sides. These are the old ones. The only thing I kept original was the axle, and that's pretty much it. And this is the new hub that I disassembled, and I'm probably gonna save these pieces just in case, but this wheel is ready to go. It's fresh. We just got to throw a cassette on there. I'm really grateful for my buddy, because if you guys have been following the channel, you know that this rear wheel, the old one, is cracked. And I have some JB weld on it somewhere, kind of holding the crack together. But anyways, I needed to retire this rear wheel, and this was a great opportunity. I couldn't use my old cassette because this is micro spline, and this hub has HG spline, Shimano HG spline. So I needed to get a new cassette, which I did, but this wheel is ready to go. I rebuilt the hub, put new bearings, new free hub, new cassette. I just need to add rim tape and true the wheel, like tighten it up and get it nice and dialed. Goes in first. These are a size 203 millimeter rotor for front and rear. I was running that size previously, 203 in the rear, 203 in the front, and I liked it, so I'm just gonna mimic the same setup. The rim tape on the front wheel is fine, but the rear does need to be changed. But I'm gonna swap the both of them just to be on the safe side. So this video is not gonna be all done in one day. That's why you see me in different clothes. We got the wheel clean. I'm gonna true it, and then we're gonna throw on some fresh rim tape. I switched you guys to my big camera because my GoPro kept getting hot. We got front wheel going down. The rim tape on the front wheel was decent, but I just don't want to deal with any flat tires. I'd rather just get it all brand new and then I'll be set. The only issue is that I don't know if this is going to be enough. Having a truing stand or somewhere to put your wheel while you do this is crucial. I couldn't imagine doing this without a truing stand. Well, I guess I gotta hold off on this, but it's alright. The wheel's trued, it's all cleaned. I just gotta order rim tape and then I'll be able to get it up and running. This has a good amount of sealant. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I seen this trick on Instagram that I want to test out. Wow. That was a lot easier, I'll tell you that much. So this fits perfectly over this piece. I won't be able to get the front wheel on, but I can at least get the fork situated and then probably run the brakes. Alright, star nut is good. Check out our depth. Happy with that. Just gonna get it snug, not too tight, because I gotta adjust it once everything's all set in place anyway. The levers look exactly the same, but it does matter which one you screw in to which caliper. Obviously this one's gonna be the left lever, which is the front, and this is gonna be the right lever, which is the rear. You can't use the left lever on the right, because then your lever will be upside down, which doesn't make any sense. So just pay attention to that, which one goes to which. The thing that helps a lot is this guy that has like these prongs and needle nose pliers. I had to order some rim tape. This is a Bucklo's tubeless rim tape. Got a decent amount too in this roll. And I also had to order a front brake spacer, like rotor spacer. I didn't realize I wasn't recording. I just cut off this section of brake line. As you can tell, I had already installed it. I thought I was good to go, but I wasn't happy with the length of the brake line. Felt like there was too much, so I cut this piece off. And then I just had to add another needle, which I had in the kit. And then I got it to the length I wanted to. So I'm stoked on that. The brakes are pretty much done. I will have to bleed them in the end just because I lost a bit of oil as I was installing these brake lines. We're gonna move on to the front wheel. Let's get some couldn't make it happen, it just made a mess. Oh, jeez. Oh, what? I hate sealing with a passion. It's probably because I didn't clean my wheel and the tire, and they're just sticking together. Yep, that's exactly what happened. But that's what I get. I was being lazy. I didn't want to clean my tire. And then that happens. There we go. I am defeated, guys. Oh, this sucks. It's been like 3 hours working on this bike, and I feel like I didn't get anything done. I'm gonna have to take apart the tire, probably retape it, and then go from there. But it's leaking from a spoke, as you can hear. But I'm beat. It's 10 at night. Gotta be up early tomorrow, so we'll see. I was hoping to get this build done by the weekend, but it's not looking too good. It's currently Wednesday, so I have 2 more days. We'll see if we can make it happen. It's a new day. We're gonna figure this out. Honestly, yesterday, I feel like I was just trying to rush it. I wasn't really paying attention or trying to do things right. I was just saying like, oh, you know what? I'll just do this. Hopefully it works. And I paid the price, dude. I messed up like 3 times. I didn't cut the brake line short enough the first time, which caused me to have to cut it and then resize it. Then with my tire, I didn't remove the sealant, and then all the new sealant fell out. And then with the rim tape, I didn't read instructions, and I was supposed to put one of these on the seams, which I didn't know. I don't do that with the stands rim tape, so I didn't think I'd have to do it with this. But from what I've seen online, this Bucklo's rim tape is a knockoff version of Muck Off's rim tape. Hopefully we can get it this time. Got the sticker on. I cannot tell you how happy I am right now. Front brake. I am now working on the rear so that it doesn't rub. I still need to bleed the brakes and adjust my stem, but I'm tired and I think I'll do it tomorrow. So I'll catch you then. Last thing we got to take care of are these brakes. Washer's going on right now, so that's what you hear in the background. The only downside to this hack or this trick is that after you remove all the sealant, you have to remove the sealant from the drill bit. I guess it's not a bad hack. You could also just throw away the drill bit if you don't want to deal with it. These are definitely a little higher. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally did it after like 5 days of working on this thing. We got it dialed. What's up, dude? Oh. So we got new brakes, we got new forks, we got new wheels, we got new rotors. I think the biggest thing that I'm stoked on, it's not even the fork, believe it or not, it's having a proper sized front wheel. The old front wheel that I had, it wasn't boost, so I had to put a spacer, and because of that the wheel was a bit unaligned, like it was offset, and I got used to it. But it's nice to have a proper wheel that fits. The forks, they do sit a little higher than my previous ones, the Domains. Even though they're both 180, there's something about this one, you know, when I sat on my bike, it just felt a lot higher, and the spacing is the same too. So I don't see why it would feel that much different, but it's a different brand, whole different setup. It doesn't feel bad, it's just different right now. I know I'll have to get used to it. I got to get the brakes bedded in. These, to be honest, I don't see much of a difference than the first version of these brakes. I just wanted to try the newer versions to see what's up and how they perform, but I have a feeling they're gonna perform just as good as the previous model. But yeah, my old parts, I'm probably gonna be giving them away, like the forks, the wheels. So keep a lookout on my YouTube channel. I'll probably stash them on a local trail, and then first come, first serve. I'm excited for this thing. I'm gonna take it on a spin tomorrow, which is Saturday. I still haven't ridden the e-bike that Fido sent me, but I'm itching to try this out. So this is gonna be the steed of choice for tomorrow's ride. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll catch you on the next